So it's green and the race begins. Let's see how the night race will play. So Renaldi Wijaya still leading there into the Urus. Oh, very tight. Oh, already got someone spinning there in the Urus, and Ray Dillian in the first lap, right of your screens there.
As you can see there, very dark indeed.
Oh, and he's actually getting some battle with Rafi Prahasya in the chicanes now, but Rian Chandra is claiming back his position.
That was a very brave move of Daipom from Rafi Prahasya there. Oh, that is.
Oh, Asuka trying to take from the outside actually in the long straight part here, and Asuka still in the front. But we get 3-weight battle. Asuka is side by side. Oh, gets some bumps.
Contact there. Oh.
Asuka is drifting a lot there, I believe. Oh, lose her control and getting contacts there.
Getting a bump from behind, maybe.
Could be. And we actually have now this matter we will be pulling on Alditya. Putting on Alditya in the insides now. Oh, and takes the position from Bismaker Budiman. Claims the 13 positions there. And Danindra Lazuardi is actually now getting
pass. Oh, that is very brave move from Danindra Lazuardi.
Yeah, he's actually checking the position from Mada Andika.
Yes.
But Mada Andika not going to give up the position that easy, Danindra. Oh, gets a bit wide there, maybe getting distracted by the wiper. But now we know that Kuryawan Alditya takes the inside from Vicky Haji Fauzi and claims the 11th position, I believe, because Vicky Haji Fauzi is now in the 12th position.
As I said earlier there in the Blanc Simon,
really easy to get wrong. Oh, Rafi Prahasya is trying to the inside from Rian Chandra in the chicane, but not quite get the position yet because Rian Chandra reclaims the position in the left-hander there. Now still following, trying to get some kind of slipstream before entering La Source. Rafi Prahasya tries the inner side of Rian Chandra. Rafi Prahasya in the inside. Is he got it? Definitely got it, but Rian Chandra gets the better exits there, I believe. But now there's just kind of side by side before entering the Heroes. Is this just gonna be some kind of bravery battles going literally side by side? But Rian Chandra is now in the front of Rafi Prahasya. Yeah. And now Rafi Prahasya trying to get another move on Rian Chandra, checking the inside yet again, and now claims the position. But now the next is left-hander. Get some context there, but still very close between them. And Rian Chandra still in front.
Yeah.
Oh, trying to do some kind of dive bomb, and Rafi Prahasya gets the inside of Rian Chandra, still goes side by side, but now Rafi Prahasya gets in front of Rian Chandra. Now possibly, yes, Rafi Prahasya is actually now gets the position from Rian Chandra, definitely.
Oh, but now after Bruxelles,
it's actually,
is that Rafi spinning? Oh yes,
it's Rafi.
As we have here,
and now they getting side by side. Actually, Canon Liwang still in front. Canon Liwang goes very wide, but still in front of Bismaker Budiman. As actually now we have, it's Vicky Haji Fauzi or
it's Kurniawan Alditya.
Yes, Alditya actually. We got some interesting move here. Alditya now gets inside of Liwang, and now actually also taking the position from him.
Amazing overtake there, Canon Liwang just.
We got. Actually Canon Liwang tries to claim back his position, but now actually the exit is very bad. That Alditya claims the position yet again inside. No, and the other one taken from the outside, just kind of getting sandwiched, but in the not in the front mid back position, but right left mid. And now actually, Rafi Adisasmito already checking the position from Rian Chandra. Will we see another kind of a crazy maneuver here from Rafi Prahasya? We will see. Actually Vicky Haji Fauzi goes wide, and Rafi Prahasya is just easily claims the position from him.
That is the chicane, and as we can see, we have
Rian Chandra trying to do the dive bomb from the inside of Rafi. Rian Chandra gets ahead of Rafi Adisasmito and claims the position from Rafi. Finally the overtaking happens.
Rafi Adisasmito is going to do a maneuver.
Almost getting some context there.
Definitely a brave move from Rafi Adisasmito there, and now Rafi Adisasmito is actually already overtaking.
And let's see how the position change will be after his exit in the pit stop.
That is, the gap is almost a lap then.
Yeah, but then we still haven't know how much. Getting context there.
My goodness. Between Vicky Haji Fauzi, if I'm not mistaken, definitely is very close and battling for second position. Let's see here. This is going to be the last lap, I guess. Oh no, we still have one more lap.
Yeah.
Danindra Lazuardi gets that exit here.
And then Mada Andika now goes side by side with Danindra Lazuardi. We haven't known the positions yet here. Now actually in front of Danindra Lazuardi, and it's pretty safe there. Was okay, so Renaldi Wijaya is now actually has finished the race there, and I believe will be followed by Mada Andika that has taken the position from Danindra Lazuardi in the last minutes there. So, but then we haven't seen Mada Andika finish the race yet because it's still in the some last way battles here. Getting some drag race. Danindra Lazuardi is now reclaims the position just in the last corner actually.
It's like I understand what happened here. It looks like they have a battle between Mada Andika and Danindra Lazuardi. Is possibly both of them having a battle, but Mada Andika missed the breaking points.
Could possibly be because the chicane is
So he just cut the chicane and then he gave the position back to Danindra Lazuardi.
From Autoplatz.id. I will compete in JVSC Challenge 2022 using McLaren 720S GT3, so don't miss it and see you on track.
Hi, I'm Aldo Balagulan from Veloce Ragazzo. I compete in the JVSC Challenge 2022 using the BMW M4 GT3.
Hi, my name is Alvito Danendra. I compete in JVSC Challenge 2022 using 2018 Bentley Continental GT3.
Hello guys, I'm Andika Ramamolana from Legion of Racers, and I will be joining JVSC Challenge 2022 with Mercedes-AMG GT3 Evo.
Hello, this is Saskia Shinami from Moscow Racing. I'm competing in JVSC Challenge 2022, piloting Porsche number 1 GT3L, my Unit 2. See you on the track.
Hello, my name is Audi Devanukana. I'm from Sinchantra Racing. I will compete in JVSC Challenge 2022 using BMW M4 GT3.
Hi, my name is Hamza Bahar. I'm from Jamex Padam. I'll be competing in JVSC Challenge 2022.
Hi, my name is William Vanessa Wijaya from JVSC. I compete in JVSC Challenge 2022 using Bentley Continental GT3.
Hi everyone, my name is Ismail Budiman. I'm from Taruna Pasim Sport. I'm joining the JVSC Challenge 2022 and driving the Ferrari 488 GT3.
Hi everyone, my name is Bobby Susanto from Autoplatz.id. I compete in JVSC Challenge 2022 using BMW M4 GT3.
Hi, my name is Danindra Lazuardi. I'm from Taruna Pasim Sport. I compete in JVSC Challenge 2022 with the Ferrari 488 GT3 Evo. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dylan Tan from Legion of Racers. I compete in JVSC Challenge 2022 using Mercedes-AMG GT3 Evo.
Hi, my name is Fadli Rahmat from Legion of Racers. I'll be competing in the JVSC Challenge 2022 with the Mercedes-AMG GT3 Evo.
Hi, I am Fikri Asto from YLB Racing. I compete in JVSC Challenge 2022 using BMW M4 GT3.
Hello everyone, my name is Ilham Shak from Ganasla Racing Esports, and I'll be joining the JVSC Challenge 2022 using the McLaren 720S. Wish me luck!
Hi, my name is Kinan Niwang from Tadulaco Sim Sport. I compete in Java Sim Challenge 2022 using the McLaren 720S GT3.
Hi, my name is Luhung Nuraga from Mafia Bantal. I compete Java Sim Challenge 2022 using McLaren 720S.
Hi, my name is Mark Dadukambi from Tadulako Sim Sport. I compete in Java Sim Challenge 2022 using BMW M4 GT3.
My name is Matthew Ross and I'm competing in the 2022 Java Sim Challenge driving the Bentley Continental GT3.
Hi, I'm Supermo from Legion of Racers. I compete in the Java Sim Challenge 2022 in the Mercedes AMG GT3 Evo.
Yo, hey guys, it's Mike and I'm from JMX Phantom sister team called JMX Shadow, and I compete in Java Sim Challenge 2022 and I'm using McLaren 720S GT3.
Hi, my name is Noval Herma Irfansyah from JMX Shadow. I compete in Java Sim Challenge 2022 using Mercedes AMG GT3 Evo 2020.
Hey everybody, my name is Peter Key from JMX Juniors and I'll be competing in the Java Sim Challenge driving the Mercedes AMG.
Hey guys, my name is Prezi Martono from JMX Phantom and I'll be competing in Java Sim Challenge 2022 with the McLaren 720S.
Hi, my name is Russell Reyes from JMX Phantom. I'll be competing in Java Sim Challenge 2022 in the McLaren 720S GT3.
Hi, my name is Shamkat Takumasuyatmo from JMX Juniors. I will compete in Java Sim Challenge 2022 with the McLaren 720S GT3.
Alright. So, Sugeng Dalu, selamat malam, good evening everyone. And welcome back again to another Java Sim Challenge 2022 stream. And today you will be joining us, me, Raka dan Indra, and besides me, yeah, and together we'll accompany you for the final round for the Challenger Grid. Okay, so after almost 5 weeks actually of the Java Sim Challenge 2022, today is finally the final race for the Challenger Grid. Gigi, are you excited for this race?
Yes, this is definitely very, very interesting. Especially as we've seen the driver standing, it is going to be a very, very tight battle between, as we've seen earlier, Renaldi Wijaya from the first of the few rounds. From the first round, he actually didn't manage to finish the race. But then from round 2, 3, 4, and now maybe 5th, maybe he will get the another win, because he already managed to secure 4 consecutive wins. Three consecutive wins. So it is very interesting to see.
And today actually his chance to make his wins being the 4 consecutive one.
Yes.
And actually we have Mada Andika is very close in the second position. And the point between two of them is not that far difference. I mean, it's like 4-point difference between.
Yes, around 4 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and that's going to be very, very interesting, because this is basically a title fight.
Yep, it is a title fight.
For basically all the drivers. Especially here we can see in the top 5. So first one we have Renaldi Wijaya with 78 points, and yep, that's correct. He have 4 points difference with Mada Andika with 74. So that's definitely going to be very interesting battle to see. And then we have Marv Dono Kambi. That's unfortunately in the last round doesn't get the best result that he could possibly get. But then, yeah, he's still very, very close with 67 points, and that's only 11 points from the top. So yeah, still
very close into a battle.
Still a very, very big chance for him to win this competition. And then we have Haryo Amiluhur and Bintang Arya for the rest of the top 5. So from what we already see from the driver standing here, the point is basically not that far from all of the drivers in the grid. Even if we go down a bit to Raffi Adisasmito, it's 44 points. He will not get enough points to be the first position, I believe. Because
we only have the close battle. Is the
in the top 5.
3, top 5.
Yeah, top 5. The top 5 is still could get a chance to win the championship. Okay, so by the way, because today is a new circuit for us, because last week we were racing in Spa-Francorchamps, so maybe we'll take a look, take some tour here with the drone cam in the Suzuka circuit. So we have the preview here of the Suzuka circuit, which is actually one of the home circuit for one of the racers here.
Yes, you're correct.
Yep, we have Asuka Langley Shikinami, which is from Japan. So this Suzuka circuit is also circuit from Japan. So maybe she could be the one that most familiar with this circuit.
This could be one of the advantage here in this circuit.
And by the way, let's see the layout of the Suzuka circuit. Gigi, maybe you could guide us through.
Okay, so now here is the starting grid.
Okay, so we're getting basically flip.
Okay, so here is the starting grid. As we can see, the drivers will finish here on this exact checkered flag, checkered line, if I'm not mistaken. And then now this is the main straight of the Suzuka.
Yeah, very long straight, eh?
Yes, it is quite long. It's around 1 kilometers. Oh, maybe not.
But yeah, maybe like 500 meters, maybe could possibly be, and that's enough to to just make the grid tighter.
Yes, especially when you exiting the last corner. If you had good momentum, you will make an overtaking chance there. And here comes the first corner. We have actually 2 consecutive right corners here with a bit of with a very wide runoff area here. So if there's any incident of the drivers, any collision or something, they have got quite a big chance to escape, to avoid the incidents.
And this is basically we usually get a lot of fight actually here in the first two corner, because even though this is I think one of the tricky corner, because
yes,
it's before you turn in the second right-hander here, you have to brake a bit here after exiting the first one, so that's a bit tricky actually, chance to make the car a bit unstable, but then we have this wide runoff area here. So definitely a chance for the driver to get some kind of fight here.
Definitely the judgment for the braking after the very first right-hander and then going into the second corner. If you brake too much, you will slow the car and then you will lose the momentum, and you have to get into the throttle again and then just going into the right corner. So there will be a big chance to some understeer there. So that will cost you on the exit.
So I suppose this will be very very
one
interesting.
of the tricky, one of the trickiest part of the track.
And then moving on maybe to the next corner here.
And then here we go, where we come to the snake or the SS of the Suzuka. Here is the one of the most interesting part of Suzuka actually, and it is very tricky. Actually, there is some different approach. Of course, the cars also take part. So in the GT3, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm based on my experience, you can do most of the snakes corners actually without any brake, just lifting off the throttle.
Oh yeah.
So it just going flow with the curves. It is very very interesting and very exciting. But then if you lose a bit of a momentum in one of the corners of the snakes or the S's, that will cost you quite a lot, because as we've seen later, this is we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we have around 4 corners there that made a S shape or the snakes. The last one is actually have an elevation change.
Oh, I see.
It goes a bit steep and then goes downhill.
Yeah, so basically for those you who doesn't know yet, the Suzuka is actually having one part in the circuit where the circuit actually crossing. I mean, it have a bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after this the snake, we have that part. So this is actually gonna throw the balance of the cars a lot, I suppose.
Yes.
So look at this curve there.
Yeah, from the drone view, it doesn't look the elevation changes doesn't look really that huge, but it is a bit steep there in this part of the area. There we see the car there. At this part, actually it goes a bit uphill and then just goes downhill and then into the Dunlop curves. The left one is called the Dunlop.
This one.
Yep, this one.
Okay. So maybe that part that you talk about the elevation change, maybe we could see about it in the onboard cam later.
Yeah, maybe we could see it in the onboard cam.
So I think we will see it later on. And then let's continue, shall we? We have the Dunlop.
Yep, this is the Dunlop. After the snakes, after the snakes we have the Dunlop. Just before the Dunlop is actually downhill. Okay. A bit downhill, a bit of elevation change, and then goes uphill again and into the Dunlop.
All right. So this is basically a long left-hander here.
Yes, very long left-hander.
And by the way, in the track itself, you can see there's a lot of drivers already beginning their practice session, waiting for the qualifying. This is still the part of the Dunlop.
Yes, this is still the a part of the Dunlop, and then we have a bit of a straight there here.
And then we have another kind of tricky.
Yep, this is a bit tricky, a bit similar with the first corner. This part is called Deckner. We have Deckner 1 and Deckner 2. We have basically 2 right-hander.
All right.
With Deckner, Deckner 1 is
more of the bird field. Let's see. So this is what we were talking about.
Yeah, this is Deckner 1 is the first one is called Deckner 1, and the second one, the Deckner 2. Well, it is pretty much self-explanatory, but the way you take it is basically just before entering the Deckner 1, you hit the brakes quite hard, but just for a bit, tap of the brakes, and then just goes into the corner, and then still throttling, then just goes off a bit of the runoff area, as we can see there, a bit of an astroturf there.
The green part here.
Yeah, the green part is called the astroturf. You could use that a bit, and then another brake to enter the Deckner 2.
Oh, I see. So basically this is one of the also hard part. Yeah.
Yes.
So because as you could see, guys, in the first corner is not that it's not that tight of a corner.
Yeah,
but
it is a very shallow curve actually.
But then you have this
90 degrees.
Yeah.
Almost 90.
And then maybe we shall continue here.
And the Techner pass actually quite a bit dangerous of track limit violation there.
Because maybe they tend to getting
very very close to the inside and then just goes into the curb, because it is the Techner one is actually quite fast.
I see.
Quite fast, yeah.
So then we have this corner here.
Yeah, this one is called the hairpin.
Because we have the hairpin here.
Yes, it is pretty self-explanatory. There after the Techner we have quite high speed section and then goes into the hairpin here. As we've seen, there's a Porsche there. It looks like from Raki, if I'm not mistaken.
Because it has the kind of bluish part in the back. And then straight after the hairpin we have this long
right-hander. This called the 200R.
Alright, so this is called the 200R.
You could check this flat out actually with almost any car.
So basically the exit part of the hairpin there is very very important.
Very crucial, yeah.
Because
the way you exit the hairpin is very crucial.
Or if you mess up the exit of the hairpin, I think you will lose a lot of speed here and just getting overtaken.
Yes,
could be, yeah.
It is also possible. And then after 200R we have this very very long right-hander there, and then we're going into the famous spoon curve. After this, this is still 200R.
So basically very very long curve.
Yes, it is quite long right-hander here.
Oh, and they're literally going very very fast.
Yes, there. And then here we go. Here we are in the spoon curve now. Why it's called spoon? Because it literally looks almost like a spoon.
So if you basically go a bit, so there you go.
Yeah, that looks a bit similar like a spoon.
Yeah, we have like those long part there, and then it's just shaped like a spoon.
Yeah, shaped like a spoon.
So basically like two left-hander actually.
Yeah, two left-hander, and that one is quite long.
Oh yeah, we got long one here.
Two consecutive left-hander, and the one after the entry of the spoon is actually quite a bit long, so it is also a bit tricky there.
So and then we'll move in down here actually
into the backstretch. Yes, this is the one of the famous straight also after the main straight or the starting grid. Yeah, as we've seen there after the Techner there. Just previously before we've seen a bridge.
Yeah.
Actually, the backstretch is actually just crossing after the Techner.
So we'll see there in front.
Yeah, there it is. We can see the Techner there. We can see Techner 2 and Techner 1 here.
So
just under backstretch.
And if you guys look at the Suzuka's map, basically you can see like two line is crossing.
Yes.
So that's basically is this part. So we have a bridge on top of the exit of the Techner there.
Yes, and this corner is called 130R, and this is also one of the most trickiest part on the track because it is very high speed, but you can't take this corner on flat out. If you take the corner flat out, you will mostly possibly just going very very wide.
Very wide, yeah. And we have like very very big gravel trap
yes.
here. So basically, if you go thrown to the outside, you will probably get ended up in the gravel park here. So you just need to take the throttle off a bit here.
Yeah, it is just safer there, or maybe just even if you're not confident enough, just tap on the brakes for a little bit.
See.
Then take the corner with full throttle. Maybe it's also possible. That depends on the driving style and
like,
the car.
Just like before entering the Techner 1.
Yes.
I see.
And then after 130R we have the Casio triangle.
This is also one of the iconic part. And by the
yes.
way, in the commentator background you see there, that's actually the Casio. Yeah. So there you go. This is basically chicanes here.
Yes, a chicane
in the end of the 130R. Yeah, you can see there.
But it almost looks shaped like a triangle because we have
basically from the top down view. Yeah, it looks like triangle.
Yep, it is
you see
very
there?
similar triangle there. a resemblance of a triangle. So
Yep.
and then after the Casio triangle, a slight right hand turn there, and then
Goes
just
back.
crossing the finish line again.
Yes, that's it, guys. I think the tour for the Suzuka track.
Yep.
And yeah, I think that that what you should know about this circuit, because we have some part that I think will be interesting for the fight and for
Yes.
the title fight today, especially. And some of the most famous part of the circuit is actually one of the most famous part is 130R. Is
Yeah,
also,
130R is very famous.
And then the Degner, and then the Casio triangles there is also very, very famous. So maybe we should go to the normal normal practice
Session, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be waiting here. And by the way, if you looking in the aerial view and you wondering where is the star, is actually near the red Ferris wheel here, which
Yes.
is also very, very iconic.
Very iconic, yeah. The iconic landscape for Suzuka here.
If you look in from very far away, and then you get a question like, what track is this? And then you see that red Ferris wheel, you will just notice that it's a Suzuka.
It is Suzuka,
right away. Yeah.
Just straight away, and you can also see it from the Dunlop.
Oh yeah. And we have like some kind of lake here actually in the middle of the circuit.
Yeah,
which is
actually,
very,
I
very
just
interesting.
noticed that.
Yeah. I actually just noticed it when I make the like cinematic background for this for this stream, and there's actually some lake there. Right, so we're still waiting here actually for the practice and qualifying session, and I believe the qualifying session will begin in
19:30. Yeah, so
yeah,
around 5 minutes. Yeah.
not long ago, not long again. So yeah. And by the way, talking about this circuit, we already talked about the most iconic and the most famous. Did you know? I mean, do you have like your favorite part of this circuit?
For me personally, it is very exciting, but also one of the most frustrating one is the snakes. So if you manage to tackle the snakes very, very, very nicely and very, very, yes, it's just very, very interesting and very, very rewarding.
Yeah, because you actually just need to to make sure that your car is just flowing in.
Yes,
this thing.
flowing
I mean,
into the following the snakes or the SS. It is very, very interesting for me and very, very rewarding.
And like it's like you if you just you push the car like a bit over the limit, and then you're basically over, because it's all about rhythm, I think.
Yes.
Entering the snake, because if you go hard like in the first turns there, for the next turn it's basically ruined.
Yep, because we've seen it as a consecutive SS. So basically we just need to find the correct racing line for all of them, not just one single corner, but all of them.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. And if there happen to be battles there, that's definitely going to be interesting, because
very interesting.
their speed will definitely going to decrease a lot entering the corner, because it's kind of unique if they're having a battles there.
But also very, very tricky to do an overtaking maneuver there, because by design it's actually we have many SS there, so we didn't have many available areas to overtake on this next. So basically, if the car in front of you is slow, it is a bit hard to overtake, and then you will just, I don't know, maybe just being much more emotional to yourself.
Yeah,
can I just overtake, or
So let's see, we still have a bit of time here in the practice, and we actually got Renaldi Wijaya
already sitting on pole, but it's still on practice.
So yeah, let's wait. And by the way, speaking of Renaldi, maybe we could take a look at his car, Renaldi Wijaya's car. So he's still in the pit basically, but yeah, if you guys notice, he actually has a livery that actually very different.
Yeah, it is a one-off livery.
It's distinctly different from the last 4 round, because today in the final round today, he actually introduced a new livery here.
Yeah, one of it is one of livery just for the final.
So it's actually it has like anime character like in the side of the car, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's basically so now actually Reynaldi's car is turned into one of the Itasha vehicle, Itasha car. So basically now the BMW M4 now sporting a character from Bayonetta, or is it one of the famous video game series? But for me personally, actually I haven't played Bayonetta, but it is one of the most iconic characters.
I see.
Because it is one of Reynaldi's favorite characters. So yeah, he decided to just bring it on the car now on this final race.
And he should be a vision that would bring luck to him.
Yeah, that is also one of how the drivers bring their luck for the race.
And he definitely needs a bit of luck, because like we already said earlier, the gaps between Reynaldi in the first position and Mada Andika in the second position is actually only 8 points.
Yes.
And if you manage to finish first in our race, you actually got 25 points. And then for the second position, you got 23 points. And then if you finish in the third position, you have 21 points. In the fourth position, you have 19 points. So in case Reynaldi Wijaya only finished in the fourth position and Mada Andika claims the first position, the drivers' championship going to be won by Mada.
Yes,
because the point gaps is enough. So basically, if Mada wanna get shot at this championship, he basically needs to win, and he needs to make sure that Reynaldi Wijaya doesn't finish in the top 3.
Yes, you're correct.
So that's basically like the championship that we got here, and and we have in the third position Marvin Kambi is in 67th position. So it's like 11 points difference with Reynaldi Wijaya. So yeah, if he managed to finish first, then Reynaldi Wijaya has to finish in if I'm not mistaken in the 7th position. Then it's going to be enough for Marv to actually win the championship.
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting battle for the top 3 of the current championship.
So by the way, Mada Andika is still here checking his practice session, because maybe he definitely needs to take the pole position, because that's going to give him a lot of advantages compared to if he doesn't get the pole position. Because like we already seen in the driver standing, Reynaldi Wijaya actually got 26 points in the last 3 rounds, and that basically means that he actually got the first position with also the fastest
lap.
Yep.
Yeah, it's actually very interesting, because we also seen if I'm not mistaken around 2 rounds, actually in round 2 and round 3 is actually Reynaldi Wijaya also claiming the fastest lap. So it is one of the interesting part and also interesting mix for the race here. And then we have Mada Andika here with 74 points actually. So the point difference between Reynaldi Wijaya and Mada Andika is actually 4 points instead of 8. It looks like Raka just missed a bit there, but then with just 4 points, this is going to be an interesting battle between both of them. And now we're at 8:32. It should be start the qualifying for now. Okay, so we'll wait for a bit, because Now it's 8:33, 7:33, so it should start the qualifying session.
By the way, I just got some kind of informations that there is a possibility that the server for the qualifying needs a restart.
Oh, I see.
So that's going to make the qualifying like getting postponed a bit, maybe just like 10 minutes.
I see.
Max. Yeah, so that not that much, but yeah, just going to make the qualifying session just like go back a bit, just a bit behind the schedule, and that's not going to to mess up our schedule.
Yes.
So Mada Andika still trying to actually get the fastest laps here in the practice session, but then Renaldi Wijaya still looking pretty safe there. It's half seconds there.
Yeah, half second.
So that is very safe actually for Renaldi Wijaya. But then we still haven't seen the qualifying yet, and then the track conditions here is still fast conditions. So maybe in the optimum conditions, maybe could benefit Mada Andika more.
Yeah, it should be. But then, if in the optimum condition, Mada Andika gets faster, but then Renaldi Wijaya also will get faster.
Yep. So let's see. And also we yet again get another onboard cam here from Mada Andika. And that's interesting to see what's happening behind the wheels there.
Definitely looking very serious here for the final round.
Yep. Oh, Mada Andika decides to stop there. But then we have quite a lot of drivers there, actually inside of the pit lane right now. And I suppose if this the final round, then you have to do a lot of practice to make sure you got the best performances. So unfortunately we haven't seen the livery of Renaldi Wijaya yet, but then we're still waiting here
because it's still currently sitting on the pit, but also the drivers is currently now still taking the advantage of an extra practice time. As we can see here, Verdigay Ramadan is still going very quick, entering the hairpin here with his McLaren 720S. We're entering 200R there. Very quick indeed, just going straight flat out. Now into the spoon here. Oh, goes a bit sideways there. It looks like Verdi is a bit struggling here on Suzuka. Entering after exiting the Casio triangle here. Now Verdigay Ramadan is trying to do another hot lap while we wait for the server restart for the qualifying session. So basically in the previous round for the Super Grid we also have a trouble within the server, so we have to postpone the race for Super Grid of the round 4 yesterday. So in the last Sunday we actually only have the faster grid race for round 4. So we have to postpone the race for the Super Grid on the round 4. So it is an inevitable situation for us, because the server that is broken is actually not from us but from the Kunos side. So it is what it is, and we're still discussing for the possibilities of change. And now here we're with Renaldi Wijaya sporting his new liveries, going out. As we can see here, there is Bayonetta here on the side of his car. I like the color combination actually. The the shiny blue and gold, it actually very very stand out. Definitely one of the most interesting. And now Renaldi Wijaya is doing his hot lap after just doing his out lap previously. Now entering the snakes here.
And speaking about the liver, is actually one of the most standouts now.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's definitely making some kind of uniques for his car.
Yes, we can see here is sporting her favorite character is from Bayonetta.
And basically, if you look at the details of the car, just like in the side rear window, he have his name there, like in the top pillars, like R Wijaya.
Ah, yeah, I see.
And then in the just like
under it,
yeah, and the under it, they have like.
I see. I see where
it's like it's Bayonetta sim.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely going all out for Bayonettas there.
Yeah. It is going all out for this final round here.
Yeah.
But yeah, the car looks unique. I also actually, as I said before, I really like the color combination of blue and gold, and also with the shiny accent here, shiny finish. Very very interesting.
Yeah. And by the way, even though we're talking about Renaldi's new livery, we have Audi Nevanugraha in our Facebook live chat actually saying no one can beat Asuka livery.
Well, yeah, true.
So Asuka, you definitely having a big fans here.
One huge fans from
Audi,
from Audi Nevanugraha.
So definitely Asuka #1 fans that we got here. Yeah, so we're still waiting actually for the qualifying. That actually, because of the server resort, we need to wait some quite a bit time. But then we have to, we also have a lot more time to appreciate the livery that the drivers got.
Yeah, we actually, if I'm not mistaken, we have also a livery update for Y-Lab.
Oh yeah, so the Y-Lab has actually updated the livery since just before the beginning of the fourth round.
A bit of a pattern there.
You have still maintaining the
Same
main
color,
the main yellow color, but then the patterns it has in the car is like, how can I say it? It's like lines, geometry, like very kind of random line there. And then we have one of the livery that also in my eyes is very very stand out. This is from Raki.
Yeah, the color combination is definitely one of the most eye-catching.
Yes,
with the purple candy-ish, so it is very stand out.
So from the front, the car is just like looking like a plain white with some kind of purple accent, like just small purple accent. But then in the back of the car, the color combination is definitely very very brave that he got there.
Yeah, he got a change of color from the purple candy-ish, and then the bottom or on the back here we can see here it have a green combination. So
oh yeah,
green and bluish, and because it has the candy combo there, it looks very very interesting.
Very very eye-catching for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And now we're still with Raki here, entering the hairpin, looking very tidy. And now he's still trying to do the hot lap session here. And now he's currently 5.4 seconds trailing behind from Renaldi Wijaya. So currently Renaldi Wijaya is still leading the pack. So, yeah, this is very interesting to watch. Ooh, goes wide there, Raki.
It's okay, still in the practice.
Yeah.
Not a big deal like at all.
That's why spoon curve is actually one of the most tricky, because as we see here, Raki here, if you make a bit of mistake there and just goes a bit understeer, then you end up goes very wide.
That's basically just after the very fast right-hander, then they just need to control the speed for the next left-hander, which is getting tighter and tighter actually. And then we have finally shown the delivery of Asuka that Audi Devanugraha is very is definitely the biggest fan.
Yeah.
So there you go, Audi. Hope you like delivery here. And this is also one of the most eye-catching also, because the color combinations like we already seen in the Spa-Francorchamps is very beautiful. The color is just like harmonizing with the overall
overall theme of the track,
which is as you guys know that the Spa-Francorchamps curb section is colored like red and it's red and yellow.
Red, yellow, and red and yellow.
So especially the yellow part that matching with the rims that Asuka's got in his car, in her car. I'm sorry, is kinda it's just kinda getting very just very harmonic, just like having like the same overall themes to it. So that's definitely very interesting. And now this is like we already talked earlier. This is her home court.
Home court, yes, home course, yeah. One of the most famous track in Japan. So Asuka should know this track very out of his head, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Just knowing it like the back of his hand. Oh, we've seen Raffi Prasya rallying here.
Yes, takes some jumps there and then goes into the gravel. Alright, so the practice session has officially ended. So let's wait for the qualifying, and qualifying today will be very it's going to be very important and crucial.
Yeah, very crucial.
Like we already said earlier, because this is the final round again. And maybe today we will see the winner of the Challenger Grid. And by the way, for the final of the faster and the Super Grid, it's actually going to be having like very different date, because in the Sunday we will have the race for the faster and the Super Grid both in.
Yep.
But then we still have one race left for
the Super Grid. Oh, we've seen Raki here
already drifting here. Maybe get remember quite a bit scene from Tokyo Drift, so decided to drift it all here in Suzuka.
And now, as we can see here, when the part when Raki just light, actually it is on the snake, on the last part of the snake, when I just said it is they're having a bit of elevation changes. So
and maybe that's going to be some kind of trouble for the Porsches.
Yeah,
because they haven't especially like even without the elevation change, it's going to be very hard stress for the car of the of the central of gravity going round and round, because it's basically shakes your car right to left, and especially for this rear engine Porsche,
definitely.
Maybe that's going to be some kind of extra challenge
and a bit very troublesome driving the Porsches here.
Yes, they really need to be careful with the the amount of swing that
there.
You can already see there. They definitely need to be careful with the amount of swing that their cars could make. But then I think this is still the outlap.
Mostly this is still the outlap.
So
from
maybe the tires is also not very
well.
This
tire is still not warm enough. So the grip is not optimal yet from the tire side and also from the track, because the track is now still on fast.
But it do have like some kind of nice weather that we got here. I mean 27 degrees overall temperature with 31 degrees of the surface temperature. That's pretty good, right?
Pretty good, for the
not too extreme and not too cold,
Yeah, so-called perfect condition. And here we've seen Mada Andika starting his hot lap. Yeah. Let's see how well he drives here.
So Mada has driven very, very, consistently over the last 4 rounds. But then, like we've seen in the batters, he's very, very consistent. But the pace is not enough to chase Ronaldo Wijaya. Yeah, Ronaldo is just basically, in every race that he finishes, he just dominates the race.
Basically, just running away and do casually hot lapping after just a few minutes of the race. Very, very dominant therefore from Ronaldo Wijaya.
And because I'm editing the highlight video like a few days ago, I still remember that even in the first lap he got 2 seconds gap with the rest of the drivers there in the first lap in Spa-Francorchamps. So that's crazy stuff, right?
Yeah.
And after that big of a gap, you just really need to to just maintain your pace and not going too fast.
Yes, definitely one of the most one of the biggest advantage for Ronaldo Wijaya is actually the consistency. His consistency is very, very good.
Very, very consistent.
Wow, we've seen here the onboard for Indra Ferianto. Wow,
And
he's driving using a cap there.
Oh yeah, just noticed that.
It looks like it is a bit shiny there on his home actually.
Yeah.
It's a bit too bright there maybe, so he decided to use the cap.
But also he looks good in the cap though.
Yeah.
And yeah, you already speak about the delivery of the wildlife, and then guys, you got it. Actually for the detail you need to watch a bit closer, but then it have like the secondary colors that it got is just like a grayish colors there.
Yeah, a bit plainish gray, so it is a bit it cannot be seen actually from the outside here. We have to look it on the detail. And we are still with Indra Ferianto as he enters the spoon corner, followed by Asuka here, if I'm not mistaken, there with the red and orange Porsche here behind. Definitely going very fast here in Ferianto. Oh, we already have a first time for the qualifying session. It's Ronaldo Wijaya with 2 minutes 2 seconds 0.4, and then followed by Mada Andika with, if I'm not mistaken, it's less than 0.1 seconds, actually 0.01 seconds. So it is so far still pretty tight there between Ronaldo Wijaya and Mada Andika.
Basically it's under 1 second. Yeah, just
even less than 0.1 seconds.
That's very, very little gaps there. So definitely very, very close battle for the qualifying. Even though it's just qualifying, it's already some like competitions that we got here.
But as we've seen earlier on the practice session actually Ronaldo Wijaya managed to get 2 minutes 1.8 if I'm not mistaken. So currently with 2:02.4 is actually not his fastest time yet.
Oh yeah, so he's definitely still have a lot in his back.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of chance to improve the time here, and we still have 8 minutes remaining. So yeah, maybe we could see Mada Andika take the position. Oh, and here Raffi Prasya there giving some way for Mada Andika.
But then also Mada Andika is I think a bit swerving there, so the times maybe not be the best for him.
Oh yes, and now Ronaldo Wijaya already set 2:01.9.
Whoa! Yeah, getting faster and faster like we already. So it looks like Mada Andika time is actually improving, but then Ronaldo Wijaya just also improving and getting faster actually. Yeah, so that is Ronaldo Wijaya, very, very competitive people actually.
Very competitive indeed.
And the top 3 that we got in the qualifying so far is actually represent the top 3 of our standings. Yeah. Mafnodo Kambi there, and the gap is 0.8. Yeah, 0.8 seconds. So still less than 1 second difference. So yeah, still very possible for him to get the pole position actually.
It is still possible.
We still have 7 minutes left, and Renaldi Wijaya decides to go back to the pit lane and prepare for the second hot lap chance.
And now Haryo Emilur is on the 4th place there, claiming
Even
the
though-
4th position from Rafi Farasya.
So the top 4 position here in the qualifying is a resemblance of the top 4 of the driver standing.
Yeah.
We're just missing Bintang Arya for the 5th position, and Bintang Arya hasn't got any times recorded yet, so maybe we'll wait. Because now currently Bintang Arya is standing in the 5th position with 56 points.
Yeah, but now actually looking at the qualifying session from 1st to 3rd, actually the gap is not really that far, less than 1 second. But then
The rest
from
of the-
3rd to the 4th, it's just over 1 second. So
yeah, the top 3 is definitely just pulling away from the rest
Yeah.
of the grid. At least like we already seen until now. But yeah, we still have 6 minutes left, which is basically just a little bit more than a third of the qualifying times that we got here, because the qualifying time is 15 minutes total.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
Yeah, so we still have a minute over third of the qualifying time. So yeah, a lot of things could happen, and a lot of position could change in the grids today. So let's wait. Especially again because this is the final race for the Challenger grid. So this is going to be very, very important for their championship.
And then the 4th position just been claimed by Tanindra Lazuardi there, but
then,
still with
yeah,
1 second gap.
That's actually very, very that's very how can I say? It's very amazing what the top 3 has done.
Yeah.
It's just another drifting action that we got from Rafif there. See, Suzuka for you.
It is very tricky actually,
Yes.
Suzuka.
And considering the trickiness of the track, do you expect to see any a lot of crashes maybe?
If I expect many crashes just like in the batters, no, but this is going to be an interesting battle so far overall.
Yeah, batters is definitely the worst possible.
Yeah, the worst possible. Yeah, but it is very very entertaining though.
Yeah, but then also we have Suzuka. It's also like we already seen, and like we already we already seen all part of the corner in the track tours in the first part of the casting, and we already know that Suzuka has a lot of very, very tricky part.
Yeah,
and that's going to affect the drivers a lot, especially if they're not able to get the perfect conditions today. And yeah, it's very, very easy to mess up.
Definitely, as we've seen here, we got also a few drivers there. We have Rafif, and then if I'm not mistaken, there's another one or two that's spinning on the end of the snakes, just trying to enter the Dunlop. If I'm not mistaken.
Yep. And also before entering the spoon is also the most
on the spoon actually
it's
we have
crucial.
few drivers also going wide there. We have Raki and maybe more.
Yeah.
But then still Renaldi Wijaya is currently still leading.
Let's see, Renaldi Wijaya. I see.
It's just started the hot lap. Previously it was an hot lap. We have 4 minutes there.
Yes, definitely an hot lap. Yeah, so we're still waiting for the hot lap. The third hot lap, I believe, for Renaldi Wijaya.
Yep, the third hot lap session, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, and looking very, very tidy, very, very clean, very, very fast there. Maybe we will, maybe we'll follow Renaldi for this lap.
Yeah. Okay, now entering the Dunlop here, going very, very, very nice here, very clean. We have someone there off track.
Yeah, so like it looks like there's another victims of the Suzuka circuit.
Yep. And there onto the Degner. Yes, he's cleared the Degner. Oh, there's a bit of twitchy there.
Yeah, maybe a bit of oversteer there.
Yeah,
and getting into the hairpins.
Very tidy here.
Looks very, very clean so far.
Then full throttle into 200R here. Let's see if he will clear the spoon corner very, very tidy. Let's see here with the bonnet view. braking very early there. Bit of throttle, bit of the curb action, widening the curb, going into the inside. Very, very good indeed. It looks like this is going to be another quick lap for Renaldi Wijaya, but
could possibly be. But then he still had 130R ahead of him, which is also one of the most hard part of the circuit.
There we can see the race logic there. 141, 142.
Still looking tidy so far as he enters the Casio triangles, getting very, very deep insides there in the corner, but not cutting any corner.
Let's see if we will make a new fastest lap. 155, 56, 58, 59, 2 minutes.
I think that's...
I don't know. It's not an improve or not, but it is
it's
basically
very, very
the same.
close. Yeah.
To 1.9. It is almost the same, just the fastest lap from him.
I think that's going to be the overall pace for him.
Yeah.
Could possibly be.
Yeah, maybe in the race pace, maybe he will manage to do 202 or 203 because he will have much more fuel.
Yes.
So it will make the car
and
way heavier.
definitely needs to be more careful, because if he manages to mess just one small things, it's going to it could ruin his race.
Yes, definitely, and that is going to be bad news for him, because
that means
he's only 4 points ahead of Mada Andika. So basically, Renaldi Wijaya just have to do a drive with no mistakes at all.
But then we still have Mada Andika is actually still outside there and still making lap. Yep, we could see Mada Andika here closing in to the hairpin.
Okay, now still going very quick into the hairpin.
You can look all the, the serious face of him trying to, to get the best possible result, because he still have very, very big chance to be the winner of this round.
Yes,
I mean in this championship as well.
Definitely one of the most competitive person there, apart from Renaldi Wijaya there.
And Mada is actually one of the drivers that just doesn't like to doesn't tend to make any kind of extreme maneuvers, but he just just driving very, very consistently and makes very, very little mistakes. And then he got a lot of podiums.
Yeah, Mada Andika is definitely one of the type of drivers that prefers on the race is just driving on 90% or just 95, 99%, not going full out, because that will cost him dearly if he made any mistake.
As one of the most senior drivers, he definitely know the the risk that if you keep going at 100%, there's going to be a lot of risk.
And now the qualifying session has ended.
Oh,
Mada Andika take the lead.
Managed to take the first position from Renaldi Wijaya. Oh, this is going to be very, very fun race today.
With 0.2 gaps actually. It's not really that far.
Oh, Mada Andika. Looks like Mada Andika getting ahead of Renaldi Wijaya in the start of this race. And Indra Ferianto currently in the 7th positions, had the 130R ahead of him. So do you think the position will change a lot, or?
Yeah, not much. Maybe we will see a position change there for the 3rd or 4th position probably, because we have around 4 or 5 drivers, 4 drivers still out on the track here. Let's see Indra Ferianto if he will make up his time. Ooh, 5th position,
yes. Managed to overtake 2 drivers there.
Yeah, but the gap is actually 1.4 seconds.
Oh, so
behind Mada Andika.
And this is Marv, and
he's
still in the 3rd position. We have Haryo Amiluhur still trying his last chance here. Haryo Amiluhur soon will be crossing the finish lines, and Haryo Amiluhur in the 4th position,
if I'm not mistaken.
So that's definitely very, very good. And by the way, we will see you guys in the race. Yeah. Alright, so back here again with us, and we're ready for the race start. And shortly the drivers will begin their formations lap, that will be full formation lap, I believe. It's already starting now, and let's see for the starting grid. So at the last moment, Mada Andika claims the pole position from Renaldi Wijaya and breaks his pole position domination basically.
Yes.
And Renaldi Wijaya has to satisfied to be starting in the second positions. And followed by Marv Dorkambi in the third position, following closely, and then we have Haryo Amiluhur in the fourth position.
And then on the fifth position, we have Raffi Adi Sasmito there, and then followed by Indra Ferianto, then Danindra Lazuardi on the seventh place, and eighth position is Raffi Praase.
In the ninth position, we have Bismat Verbudiman, followed by the home court racers here. We have Asuka Langley Shikinami in the 10th position, followed by Raki Salma Adia, 11 positions, and then we have Kanan Liwang in the 12th position.
And then for the 13th position, we have Kiralvin Maheswara, followed by Kurniawan Aldita on the 4th position, and then Muhammad Bintang Arya, and then on the 16th position, we have Jalu Putusukeja.
And for the last two drivers, we have Fikraji Fauzi and Ferdigari Ramadan in the 17th and 18th position. So we only have 18 drivers for this last round race. But we definitely hope for very interesting race today. Let's see the drivers already, hitting their tires, getting ready for the start as they're entering the hairpin now.
Actually, this is maybe one of the time maybe we will see Renaldi Wijaya going all out attacking people here.
Yeah, because like in all the wins that he had, we haven't seen like maneuvers that he had, because in the race start, because he has the pole position. He's just pulling away. Yeah,
and now he's behind Mada Andika, so this is going to be interesting.
And Mada Andika, actually, the one time that Renaldi doesn't win, Mada came out as the winner.
Yes,
it's the first round where Renaldi gets DNF.
So this is going to be a very interesting race, because there's a mix between the overall race overall. Because in round one, as we can see, without Renaldi Wijaya, Mada Andika takes the win. But then 3 consecutive races, Renaldi Wijaya takes the win. But then on the final penultimate round, Mada Andika takes the pole position. So it is going to be an interesting race. And actually, I could give an insight because I've experienced racing with Renaldi Wijaya. Basically, his defensive and attacking is very
aggressive.
Yeah, not really aggressive, but it is very interesting to watch. So we'll see.
So, do you think Renaldi will just straight up striking from the start, or will he just waiting for Mada to make mistakes?
In my opinion, maybe he'll just wait for Mada Andika to make mistakes, because Mada Andika is also notorious very good at defensive maneuvers. So this is going to be interesting.
So we have all in the top 6 using BMW today.
BMW just takes the whole grid there.
Yes. So exiting the Casio triangles as they really closing in to the starting line.
Okay, now let's see who got the best start, because we have 6 BMWs on the starting line.
Maybe we'll expect some drop race between the front row drivers there. So as they closing in any moments now.
And let's see.
It's green light and the race begin. Let's see. In the front row
takes the lead.
Already in the drag race there, Renaldi Wijaya getting very fast and claims the first position from Mada Andika. Mada Andika trying to break a bit early there, and Marv Dorkambi gets really close to Mada Andika actually. But now Renaldi Wijaya seems like already pulling away. Marv Dorkambi trying to closing into Mada Andika. They goes a bit side by side, but Mada Andika still claims the second position.
Okay, it's just running away for Renaldi Wijaya actually after the first corner there. He just goes all out, just send it on the first corner there.
That's definitely very perfect launch from Renaldi Wijaya. Oh, we got some overtaking maneuver here. Raffi Adi Sasmito had to drop quite a lot.
Wait, this is going to be a very interesting battle. There just a few corners into the race here.
Yes, definitely. Jumping through the inner curves there a bit. Still getting very fast as they entering the section here where they closing into the hairpin. And Renaldi Wijaya now already had 1.3 seconds gap. That's a big gap in the first lap. The first lap is not over yet.
Yeah, we only have few corners. We only have halfway into the first lap.
But now, like we will already see, Mada Andika is trying to closing into Renaldi Wijaya, leaving Marv Dodokambi there.
Yeah, let's see whose pace is better this time, because as we've seen in the qualifying session, actually Mada Andika just managed to get the pole position and also actually beating the fastest lap for Renaldi Wijaya on the practice session.
Yeah.
So this is going to be interesting, even though the difference is only 0.2 seconds, but this is going to be an interesting battle between Mada Andika and Renaldi Wijaya. And now we're following with the mid pack there. Mid pack is still very tight overall. We've seen Keanan Liwang here battling it out with Bismarfer Budiman, if I'm not mistaken. So it's basically teammate battle.
Oh, Bismarfer Budiman trying to closing in and strikes the insides there. Oh, gets some contact as they're entering the but forget.
It's the Casio triangle. So
yes, the Casio triangles there.
Basically, there's a team kill maneuver here on the Casio triangle there, and then Bismarfer Budiman just drops into, if I'm not mistaken, into the 13th position, just behind Ferdigeri. Oh no, it's much far more behind.
Oh, Grafi Maiswara trying to take some move here, overtaking Bismarfer Budimans. So actually we have Raki actually dropping quite a lot there. From the, I don't know, 11 positions, now in the 15th position.
Yeah, oh, now Renaldi Wijaya is being chased by Mada Andika very close indeed with around 0.2 seconds probably, because the tower is not updated yet. But then look, as we'll see the onboard here, very serious here from Mada Andika, entering Deckner 2 here, braking very late there for Mada Andika, still got it. Let's see if we will make overtaking maneuver, but not yet, I guess, because it's still quite far here.
Yeah, but Mada Andika definitely puts a lot of pressure to Renaldi Wijaya. So Renaldi Wijaya, although already had like 1.3 seconds gaps, but now the gap is closing in, the gaps is shrinking. Mada Andika trying to closing into Renaldi Wijaya. What a fight we had today.
It looks like Renaldi Wijaya made a mistake there, maybe on the last sector, because as we've seen there, after the snakes, Mada Andika is actually already on his tail. So this is going to be an interesting. It's just only 4 minutes into the race. We are going to have an interesting battle there, and also the mid pack is still also very tight. So we will also have an interesting battle also in the middle pack, not just in the front.
Oh, we got Keanan Liwang there getting really close.
Oh, it's Danindra actually.
It's Danindra. Yeah, it's Danindra as well.
Trying to overtake
from the inside of Haryo Amiluhur and gets it.
Very brave maneuver there for Danindra Laser, and there Asuka there is just going to do an opportunity.
Actually getting side by side with Indra Ferianto. Indra Ferianto takes the inside, jumps in the curves a bit. Indra Ferianto getting side by side with Asuka there actually.
Asuka still claims the position of 7 now, not mistaken. Yeah, still in 7th position. But now, Haryo Amiluhur tries to overtake Danindra Laser here into the first corner. Let's see.
Getting side by side actually there.
Haryo breaks a bit early there, going a bit safer route there.
Definitely not going to take any big risk there.
Yeah, and actually Indra Ferianto already overtaken by Raffi Adisasmito there.
Oh, Raffi Adisasmito actually taking the position from both Indra Ferianto and also Asuka.
Yeah.
Oh, what a race that we got today. Asuka come back just in backs of Indra Ferianto.
Oh, this is looks like she's a bit struggling there, but I believe she will definitely enjoy this battle right now.
Yes. And there's another person who actually really believes that Asuka could take the position. That is Audi Devanugraha. That's for sure.
Okay, now as we exiting the Dunlop here, entering the Deckner, Indra Ferianto just goes a bit too deep on the inside there, exiting the Deckner too.
Oh, very tight, yeah.
Tight overall.
Yes.
Haryo Amiluhur is still following Danindra Lazardi, going very close there. But Danindra Lazardi got definitely a better exit here, still followed by Haryo Amiluhur.
But I believe Haryo Amiluhur is now holding the fastest lap so far in this race.
Yeah, with 6 minutes into the race. But then as we see back a bit on the tower here, Renaldi Wijaya and Mada Andika is still very close. 0.4 seconds remaining. So basically, Mada Andika is now currently pushing the limit of Renaldi Wijaya.
And this is going to be very, very kind of mental battles because the pressure is really big for the final round.
And there we have, actually Raffi Prahasya battling it out with Marvin Dokambi. Renaldi Wijaya goes.
Goes very, very wide there, makes some mistakes, and Mada Andika claims the first position. Whoa! What an unfortunate here for Renaldi Wijaya, who is now has to drop to 4th position.
Let's see what happened here.
So Renaldi Wijaya still leading there in
Looks
front
like-
of Mada Andika.
Looks like he lost it on the 130R. Let's see here. Entering 130R.
Looks like cutting.
I see,
Definitely.
yes.
Just hitting the wall by himself, and now has to take the pit very, very early.
Yeah, he just got slipped on the curb. That is very, very unlucky. And look at that car, very, very damaged indeed. So
Yeah,
now
just-
he's just got to take the pits very, very early here.
The first like what 7 the first
7
7 minutes has been a roller coaster right here for Renaldi Wijaya. From the second position, overtaking Mada Andika, goes to 1st position and then has to drop back of his own mistakes to 4th position. But now he's currently
In the 15.
in the 15th position. That's very, very unfortunate for him. But let's see, Renaldi is a very, very fast driver. Let's see what he got today.
Yes.
But
This
now
is going to be a pit strategy battle also possibly.
yeah, we will wait for Renaldi Wijaya what kind of strategy that he will have. But now, one thing for sure, Mada Andika is leading the race here.
Yes.
But also, Marvin Dokambi and Raffi Prahasya is not that far behind.
Yeah, this is still an interesting battle. As we can see also, previously Raffi Prahasya is going very, very close there between Marvin Dokambi.
Mada
what
Andika
happened is Mada
also
Andika.
make a mistake. The current leader gets a mistake. It looks like the control is just damaged very, very badly.
That is going to that it will cost him very, very. Let's see what happened here.
So getting followed very, very closely by Marvin Dokambi and Raffi Prahasya there.
All is still good here.
Everything's still good there. What happens to?
I see.
Is internet maybe?
I guess it's a technical issue probably.
Because he's just going straight and
Yes,
there.
yes.
Yeah, he's not turning any. Even if you too fast, you could turn even just a bit. But then he's just go literally straight there. So we don't know yet what happens to Mada Andika. But then it looks like in the first 10 minutes, the first position has become some kind of curse.
Ouch! This is going to be very, very unfortunate for Mada Andika. As we can see here, the steering is completely broken. As we can see, he's keeping the car going straight there, just turning into the left, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, even though going straight now, the steering is just going just a tiny bit left. So the steering must be broken very, very badly. So he now had to go to the pit stop, just like Renaldi Wijaya. And now Marvin Dokambi is leading the race and also having a shot at winning the championships today. Marvin Dokambi hasn't won any race yet, but have been in the podiums a lot of times in the JVSC Challenge 2022. Let's see what Marvin Dokambi has today. If he claims the wins today, it's possible that he will claim his first win as well as winning the championship of the JVSC Challenge 2022 in the Charger Grid.
Yep, with the points, if I'm not mistaken, around 15, I guess, the difference between him and Renaldi Wijaya. So this is going to be an interesting battle, especially with now Renaldi Wijaya is still on the last place on the 18th position. And also Mada Andika is now just starting to enter the pit. So
Asuka goes a bit wide there, and Bintang Arya tries to take the tracks from Asuka there, but no, Asuka is still a lot faster than him. So this is also some kind of everlasting battles that we got now.
Raffi Prahasya got a stop and go penalty, 30 seconds. It looks like spinning in the pit lane. If I'm not
From
mistaken.
4th positions now goes into 13th position and also got
a stop and go
penalty. So now the second position is being held by Danindra Lazuardi and followed by Raffi Adisasmito, and not far behind of Raffi we got Indra Ferianto.
This is going to be an interesting battle, especially as we've seen here on the camera here, Bintang Arya between Asuka Shikinami.
Bintang Arya tries to take the longer routes there. Asuka tries to defend as they entering the Casio triangle. They're
But
dancing
Asuka
together.
still holds the line very perfectly here.
Yes, Asuka hasn't got any mistakes there. Very, very good defending move from Asuka.
But then on the first corner, there's very tight there. Bintang Arya tries to get the slipstream.
Indra Ferianto checking in the inside. Now Indra Ferianto claims the third position from Raffi Adi Sasmito. What a move by Indra Ferianto.
It is very interesting move there. Indra Ferianto just claiming the inside and then just squeeze the whole track there.
Yeah, basically checking the inside
all.
and just pushing Raffi as close as he can without literally pushing him out of the tracks. So definitely some clean move from Indra Ferianto. And Guralvin Maheswara is now sitting in the 9th positions, now following Kurniawan Alditya in the McLarens there.
Now exiting the Dunlop here. Looks like Guralvin Maheswara is going much faster than Kurniawan Alditya. Let's see here into the Degner. It's not really a good line from Guralvin Maheswara. Exiting the Degner. Definitely Kurniawan Alditya got the advantage here.
Still too far there to make any move, so at least for now, Kurniawan Alditya is very, very safe. And now Renaldi Wijaya is still in the 7th position, and Mada Andika just exiting the pit stop like a few seconds ago. Whoa, what a race we got so far.
This is with just 12 minutes into the race, it is a very, very interesting roller coaster ride for.
It looks like there's a lot of problems that comes into the top 2 drivers in the driver standing here in the challenger grid of the Java Sim Challenge 2022. A lot of unfortunate events, but then let's see what Renaldi Wijaya could do.
But let's see if Renaldi Wijaya could manage to finish in the top 15. He got a point, so this is going to be an interesting race because he still got a point. So maybe he will still keep the 3rd position on the standings. It is still possible.
So now Bintang Arya, we got Bismar Verbudiman has been thrown out to the wall, hitting the wall. Let's see the replays here, just going by himself. Maybe the exact same mistakes that Renaldi just made.
Yeah, possibly, or he just goes very, very understeer there on the ones.
Actually it's because the inner curves.
The car got unsettled there after hitting the inside curve of the 130R.
Most part of the circuit is really, really going to throw the balance of your cars. Just throws away.
But actually Bismar Verbudiman here is very, very lucky because he didn't make any contacts with the wall.
So but now Bismar Verbudiman is taking the pit stop.
But there we will have a side-by-side action, looks like.
As they enter the Diner 2. The Diner 1, I'm sorry. And then Bintang Arya tries to get a bit inside there. Very, very close there. But still Asuka Shikinami is still in front of Bintang Arya.
Bintang just goes wide there on the exit of Degner 2 there.
And it looks like he's a bit
very late breaking them.
Yeah, it looks like he's a bit hesitant also because I suppose that he is afraid to make contact. But now Renaldi Wijaya takes the inside of Raki Salma Adia and now slowly crawling in to get back to his place in the top place there in the first positions. Let's see Renaldi Wijaya, could he makes the revenge that he won. And as of per now, with 15 minutes into the race, Renaldi Wijaya has claims the fastest lap so far.
Yep, so this is now currently Renaldi Wijaya gets a 2 point for the fastest lap, and now he's sitting on the 15th position. But now we have incoming battle here between Bintang Arya and Asuka Shikinami there.
In the 130R, definitely not going to the 6 maneuvers. They're too risky, I suppose.
Very, very interesting battle here so far.
And this is the same battles again that we got here entering the Casino's triangles. Asuka tries to defend the inside yet again.
Still a very, very good defensive maneuver from Asuka, but here Bintang Arya will get the slipstream. Let's see what will happen in the first corner here.
And as they having battles, definitely their pace is getting slower and slower. We have one of the most beautiful drives today from Ferdi Gary Ramadan from last position into the 7th position, and he now is closing into the battles between Bintang Arya and Shikinami. Shikinami tries to defend yet again in the insides there. They're forced to be like a lot slower here in the snakes because of the battles.
And then on the snakes, there isn't much opportunity to overtake. So basically, Bintang Arya is just following Asuka Shikinami overall. We have Rafif here. Or is it Jalu?
I don't quite sure. It's Rafif.
Oh,
It's
it's
actually
Rafif.
Rafif. Is this the second time?
Another damage there.
Oh, it's badly damaged for sure.
Yes. Let's see what happened here if we got the replay. Okay, he's following Raki here into the first corner. So far so good. Entering the SS. Okay.
Oh, makes some contact with Raki there.
Yeah.
Very, very tiny contact, but that just throw his car to the walls. A definitely very, very big hit
Yes.
that he got there into the wall. And I think he's just going straight into the pit stop.
Yeah, this is his third time going into the pit, so it's
Oh.
basically a very bad race for Raffi Prahasia here.
As you can see, the steering is just basically ruins. And we have the battle between Bintang Arya and Shikinamis in the backgrounds there. Yeah, it's just maybe his steering just too broken. So if he in the
that is
track,
a bit dangerous there.
yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
So if he stay in the track, maybe it's just going to be very, very dangerous for the other driver.
Yeah, it is very unfortunate for Raffi
Shikinami.
Prahasia.
Looks like some mistakes there from Shikinami. Or
Nope. But he's on 5th position, and
So-
now Bintang Arya is still on 6th position. But
no, Bintang Arya is already in front of her. Oh, some move here from Bintang Arya, but
I see.
Shikinami gets just way too close to the insides there.
Yes, the curb just definitely unsettles the car there, the inside curb of 130R. So that is a bit unfortunate for Asuka Shikinami, but then he's still fortunate enough to make a mistake in 130R and not manage to damage the car. So that is also a brilliant recovery from Asuka Shikinami.
Yeah, and she managed to join the track in times to just not getting overtaken there
Yep.
by Kurniawan Alditya.
And now we're following Canon Liwang here, battling it with Geralvin Maheswara as they both exiting the Dunlop curves, entering the Tegner here. Geralvin Maheswara just running away with the AMG there. Ooh, going very, very nice here. Looks like Canon Liwang is just going very, very safe here. As
Yeah.
we've seen there on the onboard, just Geralvin Maheswara just goes very, very fast, just running away.
Definitely not going to take any kind of big risk
Yes.
here in the final race that we got today.
But now, as we've seen in the tower, Rainaldi Wijaya is already on the 14th position. So it's actually also a good recovery also for Rainaldi Wijaya.
Oh, Mada Andika in the 7th position has now claims the
Claims the
fastest
fastest
lap. Yeah, that is previously being held by Renaldi Wijaya. So even though they're now just in the back of the in the bottom of the grids and getting pretty far from each other, the battles between them is still live on in the
Yes.
battle of the fastest lap. And
definitely.
in the championship where the points that they got between each other is just 4 points, the extra 1 point from the fastest lap is definitely going to be really, really crucial.
Yeah. But now Renaldi Wijaya is on the 14th position, so he got 2 points, so he's still ahead of Mada Andika. But then Marv Dondokambi is just going very, very consistent there on the front there, with 8-second gaps between him and Danindra Lazuardi.
So definitely needs to keep the concentrations there to chase the current leader Renaldi Wijaya. I mean the current driver standing leader. But now Marv Dondokambi is still very, very strong in the first positions with about 8.3 seconds gap with Danindra Lazuardi.
Yeah, it
Marv.
is definitely very interesting here. Oh, Mada looks like goes wide, a bit wide there on the Casio. And now we're following Canon Liwang here. Still following Kurniawan Alditya, if not mistaken.
Yeah, he's following Kurniawan Alditya. And actually Geralvin Maheswara is already in front of Kurniawan Alditya. And Shikinami has managed to pull quite a bit of gaps from Geralvin Maheswara and now closing in yet again to Bintang Arya. So maybe we will see another battles there between both of them.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting race. But also Renaldi Wijaya is now following Jalu Putu Sogeja, trying to chase and claiming back his pole position, not pole position, his second position
Yeah,
on the
and
race.
Renaldi Wijaya entering the 130R there. He's really brave to to put the wheels inside of the curves there.
Yeah.
I mean, factoring that the previous mistakes that he got is also in the 130R, so that's going to be very very risky for him.
Yes, he's going very very all out here on definitely on the final round of JVSC 2022. And now we're with Kurniawan Aldita, still followed by Canon Liwang here on the 130R. Goes very very wide there, but still safe overall.
As they're entering the Cassius Triangles, they're really closing in. Canon Liwang very very close to Kurniawan Aldita. Whoa, what a race so far. Very very, it's very very amazing what we already seen so far.
Yep, definitely.
The top two holder in the qualifying actually getting thrown to the bottom part of the grid.
Yeah, that is a bit unfortunate for both of them, both Mada and Renaldi Wijaya. But now Renaldi Wijaya is claiming back the position slowly, and now he's already on the 13th position. But then Martondo Kambi is still pulling away with 8 seconds gap. So it looks like going to be a very tough race.
Yeah, and by the way, even though Mada Andika pace is very very fast, if he wants to get in close to Renaldi Wijaya, he still have 3 drivers to overtake.
Yes, definitely. And if I'm not mistaken, it's about 2 laps behind. So
that's very very far.
Yeah, that's very very unfortunate for him also.
Renaldi Wijaya tries to bet not too late there.
He's trying to unlap himself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's in front of him. It's now currently is Martondo Kambi.
Yeah, so he's now a lap behind Martondo Kambi. But then you also have to remember, we have 8 of the 18 out of 18 drivers that we got today already taking the pit stop, and the top 10 is
not yet pitting.
Yeah, they're not yet pitting.
So this is going to be an interesting battle here.
So but Renaldi Wijaya, if he really wants to win the race, he should unlap himself.
Yes,
he's not going to wait for for Martondo Kambi to go to the pit before he could take the win. Oh, both of them going very very wide in the 130R there. Oh, they're both lucky that they're not getting thrown and spun out away.
Yes.
Oh, we got Canon Liwang actually spinning here.
Speaking of spinning out.
Speaking of spinning out, oh, just spinning by himself maybe?
Yeah, it looks like it's in the spoon if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe he just clip his tires into the grass.
He clips the grass, yeah. Definitely.
That just throws the car spinning full 180.
Yeah, it is on the spoon curve, so basically he just goes unsettled and clip the grass, so that spans out the car. But then we have another battle here between Fikri Haji Fauzi and Raki Sauma Adia.
So Fikri Haji Fauzi tries to put some pressure to Raki here. The BDMS juniors drivers getting really really big pressure from Fikri Haji Fauzi.
But
now,
Haji Fauzi
makes some mistakes, goes a bit wide there, and Raki is now pulling quite far ahead of Fikri Haji Fauzi.
And now we're back with Renaldi Wijaya. Already managed to unlap himself from Martondo Kambi. So this is going to be an interesting race indeed after all.
This kind of race going to prove the quality, how good really drivers like Renaldi Wijaya
is. Definitely.
And like we already seen, he has overtaken a lot of drivers. Like you already seen, we haven't really seen like Renaldi check-ins, like a lot of overtaking or depending of. Now he got to make a lot of overtakes.
So basically, this is a one hell of a driver here we have on the challenger grid. I mean, it doesn't look like fitting if Renaldi Wijaya is on the faster on the challenger grid.
Maybe he needs to go in the faster grid. And now Haria Miller is actually thrown in the 11th position. Go get some big contacts there with Canon Liwang, and Canon Liwang spun out and hits the wall. Whoa!
Okay, let's see who's at fault here.
Maybe Haria trying to turn a bit early, or Canon Liwang not turning early enough.
Okay, here in the Degner.
Yep, the Degner too, and it's in the beginning of the hairpin, I believe, where they get the contact. So
Hario definitely is faster here.
But Canon Liwang's trying to move inside.
I see.
Is that moving under braking or?
I see what he did here. It's mostly, in my opinion, it's Liwang's mistake, but we'll see about this decision there.
We will wait for sure.
Because in my point of view, there Liwang is just basically
moving,
squeezing Haryo Amiluhur there,
and leaving no space. Haryo has nowhere to go because, as you can already see, Haryo front end of the car already passing, the back portion of the Liwang. So Liwang, if he's
just deliberately closing the gap.
And now Mada Andika just passed Liwang very very easily, considering that Liwang has a lot of damage in his car, and he probably going to take the pit stop. And Renaldi Wijaya is actually quite a bit lucky in the accidents that he is very very close to the pit lane entry, so it's not going to to take
cost him a lot, cost him a lot of time just to go into the pit.
And Liwang is also having very very similar scenario, and now going to be inside of the pit stop. So Ken Liwang finally taking his first pit stop now.
But now with Marv Dondokambe, it looks like it's just leisure driving.
Very very safe actually, with 8.275 seconds ahead of Danindra Lazuardi.
Yeah, basically the gap and the pace of Marv Dondokambe is very very consistent, just like the usual.
Yeah.
But then for the consistent, it is very very good from Marv Dondokambe. But then the pace actually from the quick, it is definitely Renaldi Wijaya is much more quicker.
Like we already seen after check-ins, Marv Dondokambe is there. Renaldi is now pulling quite a bit of gaps ahead of Marv Dondokambe.
Yes.
So definitely Renaldi's pace is very very fast.
Very very fast indeed. But then now with only 30 seconds, he's now between Renaldi Wijaya and Bismarck Verbudiman. But then just the gap between, if I'm not mistaken, the gap between Dondokambe and then until number 10 Haryo Amiluhur, it's actually less than 20 seconds.
Oh,
all of them combined, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it looks
7
like
7 seconds. Oh no, it's
around 20 to 30 seconds.
20, 30,
But then it's still a long way to go to Renaldi Wijaya to be in the safe spot, because he's still almost one lap behind of Marv Dondokambe. So even though Marv checking the pit stop, I think Marv is still going to be ahead of Renaldi if it's still in the in this kind of state.
You're absolutely correct.
So Renaldi still has a lot of things to do, and Mada Andika has even a lot more.
But now for Renaldi Wijaya, I mean, the best strategy is just going fast, but still keeping the tires on the safest condition.
Yeah.
Just don't wear it too quickly, because now you already serve the mandatory pit stop rules. So basically, you have to do is just keep the pace and drive consistently, and maybe you will still get the win on this race.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm really curious at the the point counts of the race, if the conditions remains to be the exact same like this. But yeah, I think I will take a look at my cheat sheet.
So basically, if I'm not mistaken, Renaldi Wijaya is on 78 points. So now he's on 12th position. So 12th position, if I'm not mistaken, is 3.
12th position, we got 4 points actually.
4 points.
Yeah,
So
4 points.
4 points. So he's now on 82 points currently at the moment.
And yeah, even the commentator actually have to take a bit of break, because we are actually out of breath because all of the moments that we got here. Even we're not even halfway of the race.
Yes.
But we already got a lot of
drama.
Action. Yeah, a lot of drama. And Marv Dondokambe, if he managed to to stay in the first position, then he will get full 25 points.
Yes, so he was 60. What was it?
Wait, hold on a second. I will check it out for you.
So now, Marv Martin Dokambi is with 67 points. 67 points. And now with 25 points is now on 92. So definitely if Martin Dokambi is winning the race,
He's
he is definitely going to take the win. And Mada Andika, and now it's 17th position and with the fastest lap, so he will get
just extra 1 point, and
just
that will place him in 75 points overall. So that's very, very far from what Martin Dokambi will get.
Yes, so if Martin Dokambi managed to win this race, or maybe just finish on the fifth, how much was fifth?
The fifth position will get 17 points.
So it's 84. So the minimum for Marv is actually finishing on 5th, because if Marv is finishing on 5th, he gets 84 points. With Renaldi Wijaya finishing on 12th position, he gets 82 points, so that is tight. But then, as we've seen here, Renaldi Wijaya is not going to give up very, very soon.
Definitely. Renaldi Wijaya still, is definitely has a missions to accomplish today.
Yes, and with 32 minutes.
And that's to finish at least in, if he wants to have a win, Marv total will get 92 points.
Yes, if he wins, he will get 92 points. So for Renaldi, if he is going to take the position,
he at least needs to finish in in the 6th position.
6th position.
Or in the 7th position plus the fastest lap.
I see.
So there is a lot of probability here today.
Yes, especially with 27 minutes remaining and Martin Dokambi is still not pitting. But with Renaldi Wijaya, if I'm not mistaken, he's only... Yeah, it is quite far actually, around maybe 40 seconds. 40 seconds, 50 seconds. But that is almost how the total length of the whole pit stop. So this is going to be interesting.
Renaldi Wijaya looks pretty fast though. Here in the tracks, going by himself, looks very, very fast. Definitely. Oh, jumping through a lot of inside curves there.
Yeah, just the safest one for Renaldi Wijaya is just don't make any mistake for the rest of the 26 minutes.
Because even though if he not being able to take the championships now with Marv in top, I think he still gets a very, very good shot at being the 2nd position driver in the driver standing.
Yep.
Because the current 3rd position, the 4th position holder of the driver standing is Haryo Amiluhur.
Yep.
And Haryo is now in the 9th position. The 9th position will get 9 points. So with the current 59 points plus 9 points is going to be 68 points. Oh no, it's actually 78 points, if I'm not mistaken. Forgive my math, please. It's not that good. So yeah. I think it's still a battle between Renaldi Wijaya, Mada Andika, and Marv Dokambi.
Yep, still the battle between the 3 of them. And the fastest speed trap so far in the race is by Indra Ferianto with 258 kilometers per hour.
258. Which part of the tracks that you think the fastest lap will recorded?
Possibly in the back straight, because the momentum on the spoon corner is much faster than Casio Triangle. So now the current point is actually Marv on 92 on the 1st place, Renaldi Wijaya with 82 points, Mada Andika with 74 points with the current position. Okay, so now what happens here, we have an update for Mada Andika actually.
So what update that we got for Mada Andika?
Actually, what happened on that first lap incident of Mada Andika, actually Mada Andika is accidentally hit the rear view button. Yes.
So he missed the turning points there.
He missed the turning point because he accidentally push the rear view
I
button,
see.
and then he can go back into the cockpit view. That explains.
Oh, Raki is actually pushing Jalu, I believe. Yeah, Jalu's back getting thrown around there. Oh, almost hits some cars there. Now, Suzuka also needs to, so it's actually they're almost going side by side. Oh, it looks like,
ouch.
But we don't know for sure is that Jalu is trying to, close Raki's way, or is Raki's that, to give a bit of steering input.
From this point of view, it looks like Raki just.
Oh,
that is
some
unfortunate
big
for
mistakes
Ferdi.
there. Oh, and Ferdi gets a big hit, big damage there. And Mada is very, very lucky to not getting hits.
Okay,
Right,
let's see
that's
what happened here. We have multiple collision there.
Oh, it looks like maybe Ferdi Gary's fuel is getting blocked by the drivers in front of him. So
definitely.
he couldn't see the stop.
Yes, because
of
as
the
we've
cars,
seen here, the back stretch is actually cut.
Actually, he tries to turn while Kurniawan Aditya is. So it's actually very, very hard condition for him, because if you can see at the end of the stretch there is actually kind of blind.
Yes,
blind spot.
it is a bit of an elevation change, because after the spoon is actually a bit of a downhill. But
Yes.
then on the back stretch, just going into the 130R, it is going a bit uphill, and then Jalu's car is just sitting on the top of the elevation change.
So it's very, very hard for Jalu to see the incoming cars.
Even Ferdi see the car, and Jalu is not moving. He just can't avoid it. It's not enough.
Because he's moving at very, very,
Very
great
high
speed.
speed.
Yeah, and it's not enough on time to react. And he almost getting spun out there, Kayanan Liwangs. Oh, getting very, very close with Mada Andika, and Mada Andika definitely needs to overtake Kayanan Liwangs to get better position. If Mada Andika is only finished at 15th position, he will only get 1 point. Oh, both of them going very, very wise actually.
It is very, very interesting to watch here. But then definitely I fought for Mada Andika here. Mada Andika just goes a bit wide there. Very, very wide, almost clipping the grass.
Mada Andika, after making some actually simple mistakes, but then it's just, takes a lot from him.
Yeah, because he hits the wall at the 200R very, very high speed. High speed.
Yeah, very, very high speed, definitely. And Mada Andika still trying to chase position from Tiana Liwang. If he finishes in the 15th position, he will get 1 point. And if he in the 14th position, he will get 2 points.
But plus the fastest lap.
Plus
it's 13. So it's 3 points.
But then we also have Tiana Liwang gets very, very bad. Gets a bit of context. Tiana Liwang couldn't really control his car because he clipped into the grass.
Yes.
But I don't think that damage will really affect Mada's car, so there is no need to pit stop as per right now.
But that definitely cost him quite a lot of time.
Yeah, definitely. So we still have 20 minutes left, so that's going to, a bit damage drive from Mada Andika. So let's see here. Yep, braking too late, and then you couldn't really do anything to save your car from collisions right at the point. Tiana Liwang couldn't really turn his car to the left because he clips in the grass, and maybe possibly also locking his brake because of panics or some kind of things like that. And Mada Andika is also, hasn't got the room to avoid that. In the speed that he goes to the corner, he just barely gets the ability to turn just to stay in track.
Yes.
So to reroute and not hit, to try to avoid Tiana Liwang car is just impossible for him.
Yep, the gap between both of them is just too close. It is impossible to avoid. But now Renaldi Wijaya is on the 10th position.
Already in the top 10 now.
So now currently the point, Marv is 92, Renaldi Wijaya is 85, and Mada Andika is now 77 with 13 position.
So this is definitely going to be interesting. Marv Dudukambi, still smooth sailing for him so far.
Yes.
Not really having a kind of drama. Still very, very clean race. And let's see. Marv Dudukambi still have very, very big shot very, very big shot at the championship. After the last round, he got very, very bad luck in the first lap. Got in the accidents, and then just get very, very few points. And Renaldi Wijaya really doesn't going to to give up that easily.
Yes, with 20 minutes remaining, let's see if Renaldi Wijaya will manage to get into the top 5 or even maybe just only 6, maybe that will secure his position on the top of the leaderboard.
Oh, and actually now Gravin Maheswara already entering the pit stop now. And in the position like this, I think Renaldi Wijaya is which part in the circuit Renaldi Wijaya is now on?
He's now on the spoon.
Oh, so it's still very very far actually, but now he's crossing into 130R where he makes his previous mistakes.
Yep.
So definitely going to be a bit traumatized. He needs to be really careful, not and hoping not to get in the same mistakes again. And now Renaldi Wijaya is passing the pit lane there, but Gravin Maheswara is also already exiting the pit lanes there.
So this is going to be a tight exit there between
Gravin Maheswara
and Gravin.
Gravin Maheswara already outside of the pit lane there. And
let's see here.
Yeah, Renaldi Wijaya needs to, but this will make that Renaldi Wijaya getting closer and closer to Gravin Maheswara.
Ooh, goes a bit wide there.
Oh, some maneuvers here between Haryo Amilhur and Indra Ferianto, both in the BMW.
So this is going very interesting here. The battle for the 5th position, yes, between Indra Ferianto and Haryo Amiluhur, as they both entering the spoon corner. Oh, Indra Ferianto goes wide there.
Oh, very wide, and Haryo Amilhur accelerating there, trying to take the inside, but not yet.
Okay, this is going to be possibly an overtaking battle just before 130R. But there we have a back marker here.
Fikri Haji Fauzi is there. If Haryo didn't see that, he could possibly get
involved in an incident. But there here Haryo Amilhur definitely is
very
faster.
very fast. Yep, but now entering the Cassius triangle, which is up until this time is still kinda impossible to overtake.
Yep.
In that corners there.
But it looks like Haryo Amilhur got the better exit from the Casio triangle.
And now Bintang Arya also entering the pit stops there. The last driver in the top 5 standing is now in the pit stop.
So now we're only having Marv, Danindra and Raffi Adisasmito still not going into the pits. So the top 3, all of them are not entering the pits now just to serve the mandatory pit stop. But then as we've seen here on the screen, we have a battle here on the snakes between Haryo Amilhur and Indra Ferianto. Here on the top section of the snakes, entering the Dunlop. Definitely Haryo Amilhur is faster here.
Yeah, definitely.
But then Indra Ferianto, he's defending really hard here, entering the Degner here. Haryo breaks a bit later, now breaks a little bit early.
And getting the better exit actually.
Oh, still very close indeed.
Oh, as they're entering the chicans, the hairpins, which is also fair. It's still impossible up to this point to overtake, except if your opponents make some kind of mistakes and goes wide.
And then now in 200R, still very close between both of them. Still close indeed. It looks like going to be a slipstream battle in the backstretch.
Yeah,
entering the spoon.
And it's going to be very you have to be very brave.
Yes.
To be overtaking there, because you also got 130R coming up soon after the backstretch. And Mada Andika is now trying to pass Fikri Haji Fauzi. Takes the inside of Fikri Haji Fauzi going side by side now.
Into 130R.
Yeah, 130R, the legendary tracks, the legendary corner is up in front, and Mada Andika already overtaking Fikri Haji Fauzi just before 130R.
That is a very easy overtake there.
Gravin Maheswara getting very wise there, and Renaldi Wijaya takes the 9th position from Gravin Maheswara. Another additional point for him. He needs 2 more, I believe, or
at least he's on his
2 more overtakes and he will be in the set. Oh, but he still needs the fastest laps then.
Yes.
So he needs 3 more overtakes to be safe.
Plus the fastest lap.
No, if he manages to get the 3 overtakes and finish in the 6, he will be in the tops of the Drivers' Championship. But if he finishes in the 7, he still need the fastest lap point to be the championship. Oh, getting very wise there, but not spin out, fortunately.
Yes.
Checking from the outsides there. And that's Jalur Putusekeja, which is a back marker, I believe.
Yep, definitely a back marker there. Jalur Putusekeja is on the 17th position. Oh,
Yes.
it looks like Ferdigari Ramadan, after that huge incident, he just decided to finish the race early.
Yeah, Ferdigari just
rage quitting the race.
It's understandable if he getting quite upset because he is very unlucky. Oh, we got some context between Haryo Amilur and Indra Ferianto. Indra Ferianto hits the wall very fast and hits the wall very hard there. Oh, unfortunate events for Indra Ferianto.
Actually, that was a very interesting side-by-side action there, but unfortunately Haryo just clipped the inside curb there, and so it pushed the car
and can't really do nothing, right?
Yes, it pushed the car and then just accidentally hit Indra Ferianto's car.
Let's see as they're entering.
There.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely correct, but then also could possibly mean that we don't know for sure. We just leave it to the stewards.
Yes, but basically Haryo had got nowhere else to go.
Yeah,
apart from riding the curb. So yeah,
and that's definitely one of the risky moves that they made there. Oh, but then Mada Andika gets the chance to unlap himself.
Yeah, that is a very lucky opportunity for Mada Andika.
Yeah. Oh, currently one gets very wise there. And Frikaji Fauzi tries to follow closely, but then also gets some spins there. So the top three now currently hasn't done the pit stop yet, and we only have 13 minutes left in the race now. And the cameras there, the auto cameras of the Assetto Corsa Competizione appears to be a bit dicey about, and a bit, don't know what cars to follow. And now Haryo Amiluhur tries to take the position yet again from Indra Ferianto. Indra Ferianto made some kind of mistake, getting very close there. Ooh, but managed to still, not getting any contact there. Very clear, very clean so far. Haryo Amiluhur trying to overtake Indra Ferianto, getting side by side as they almost entering.
Yes, they're both exiting the Dunlop.
Getting very close.
Definitely Haryo Amiluhur managed to
Oh, yet another contact, I believe.
Yes, but all is good now. Still
all good. But this is very tense battle between them.
Yes, very intense indeed.
Woo!
But then, as I said earlier, the Snakes is not the perfect opportunity, the perfect place to do an overtake. As we've seen earlier, Haryo Amiluhur definitely way more faster than Indra Ferianto, but then he didn't have enough room to do the overtake.
And they almost get some kind of context because
yes,
even though Indra Ferianto made some kind of mistakes, Haryo couldn't really take the position because he has nowhere to go basically.
Yes, basically the space on the Snakes is very small, very tight.
But now it looks like Haryo Amiluhur just pulling away, leaving Indra Ferianto behind.
Yep, with Haryo Amiluhur on the 4th position, and now Ronaldo Wijaya is still in the 9th position with 17 caps remaining between him and Bintang Arya. But the drivers all in front of him is already taking the pit, already serving the mandatory pit stop. So it is a bit unlucky for Ronaldo Wijaya here.
Yeah, that small mistakes of going, putting the throttle to a bit early.
Yes, on the
and in the curb.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just going to cost him the championship pretty much.
Because he's currently now at the moment, if he's on the 9th position, he only gets 87 points. Meanwhile, Martin Kambi got 92 points. So this is, if Martin Kambi still managed to hold the 1st position, is definitely a win for Martin Kambi.
Oh, but then again, Mafdor Kami, Daniel Azwardi, and Raffi Adisasmito hasn't got any kind of pit stop yet. So they still need to do the pit stop, and we don't know for sure what kind of strategy that they will have. And also we could also have like another factor like we've seen like in the previous round of all the grids. We have some drivers that actually run out of fuel just before the finish, or just a lap before the finish, and that's going to be some kind of factors also. Yeah. And now Mafdar Kambi is now entering the pit stop as we're talking there, and Daniel Azwardi is claiming the first spot there. But Daniel Azwardi is not yet to the pit. And now Mada Andika tries to overtake Raki there. Very, very close. Raki is now getting pressure by Mada Andika.
This is going to be an easy overtake should be for Mada Andika.
Yep. Oh, Raki tried to closing in.
Oh, that is very, very concerning move from Raki there. And Mada Andika just goes a bit kaget.
Yeah. And
surprise.
Yeah, and Marv is actually already exiting the pit stop, so that's definitely a very, very quick pit stop for him.
Yes.
And I don't think that Rinaldi has enough time to
close the gap between him and Muhammad Bintang Arya, because the gap is 10 seconds.
10 seconds. So that's it. That is, I think it will be a clear win for Marv.
Yes, this is going to be a clear win for Marv possibly.
But then Rinaldi Wijaya and Mada Andika, even though they're already making the mistakes, they're still very, very close in the second and the third in the championships. Oh,
what intense battle so far! And now we have Raki and Mada Andika here.
We're back at it again. Oh, Mada Andika trying to get the little chance there to overtake.
Yes, this is going to test his patience here. Raki is trying to test his patience here from Mada Andika.
Yeah. This is basically the seniors versus the juniors. Oh, Raki gets very, very bad. Oh, gets some contact with Mada Andika. Mada Andika hit the wall yet again with a contact with Raki Sauma Adia. Oh. Another big hits there for Mada Andika. You can like the frustration of Mada Andika's face. Oh, definitely not something that he hopes to get. A second big hit. After Raki goes wide there, Raki still tries to go inside there. So, he thinks the wall really, really hard there.
That is, the chance is only two. Raki just really, really lost his car after hitting the gravel trap.
Or
just he's trying to
get back.
Just trying to rejoin the track, but it is a bit unfortunate for him.
So maybe it looks like
the steering wheel is
just badly damaged again. Oh, with only 7 minutes left in the race. Oh, that's unfortunate for him.
Definitely a clear second position for Rinaldi Wijaya here.
Oh, get some contact again.
Contact here.
Raki with Cannon Liwang actually. Cannon Liwang now getting into the grass there. And now we have Fauzi closing in behind and just overtaken past Cannon Liwang.
Okay,
but Frigaji Fauzi actually goes tractions there, very, very wide.
Basically now on the bottom of the grid is turning into a wreckfest.
Oh yeah, definitely. We have a lot of accidents here, like what we already predicted earlier. And now Danilo Lazuar is currently leading in the first position, but he's the only one who not pitting yet.
Yes.
But then Danilo Lazuar there is having like
30 seconds gap.
Oh, very, very big gaps. And I think if he just do some quick pit stop, it's enough for him to still be in front of Marv. But we don't know for sure because
we don't know for sure.
Yeah, it's just like some kind of wild guess actually.
Definitely Marv is now just securing his championship wins for JVSC 2022. Rinaldi Wijaya there's nowhere to go now. There is small possibilities to do an overtake.
But Rinaldi could still gets the chance of winning the championship if Marv managed to get overtaken or make some mistakes.
Yes, you're
because,
right.
And now Danilo Lazuardi is entering the pit stop, and this is going to be
very close.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see the position between him and Marv Nurukambi.
Maybe we could get the helicopter view.
So
let's see.
Yeah, Marv Nurukambi is, I believe, will just blew past Danilo Lazuardi, and Danilo Lazuardi already exiting the pit stops there. Let's see. Oh, it looks like Marv still, definitely takes the first position. So it's now for Marv, he just need to just drive consistently and not making any kind of mistake. Oh, another contact, it seems.
From Raki, yeah?
And I believe there is someone spinning there. Oh yes, it Canon
This
Liwang?
looks like Kenan Liwang, yeah.
Yeah,
The gray McLaren.
I think it's another contact with Raki. Whoa. So what happens here? Canon trying to take the insides of Raki, getting side by side, very close between each others there.
I see.
Yes, it happens yet again, I believe, but with some kind of difference. Yeah. So that's very unfortunate for him. Oh, Mada Andika is now actually stated as DNF.
Yes.
He just retired from the race. Oh, what unfortunate for the current second position leader of the driver standing. And that's Mada Andika really having a bad day today.
Yep, definitely a bad day.
And the accident, it's not really his fault. I mean, the first one is accidentally pressing the rear view button.
That is literally an accident. But
yeah,
then,
that's just very small accident.
Yes.
But then the second one, he gets contact with Ragi there, so that's just very unfortunate for Mada Andika.
Very unfortunate indeed.
And I believe that Haryo Amiluhur will take the third position from Mada Andika in the championships. That's very sad actually. But overall, great drive, Mada Andika. Thank you for competing in Java Sim Challenge 2022. You're definitely a great driver. So it's very unfortunate to see Mada Andika not finishing the last race in the championships now.
But I understand the frustration of this race.
Oh, we got some close actions. And speaking of frustration, we actually see the face of Mada Andika at the times of the second accident. So it's just it's pain to watch. Yeah.
You got to understand the feelings there.
But big respect for him though.
Yeah, big respect.
He's driven very consistently in all races that we already got in the Java Sim Challenge 2022.
Yes.
So Indra Ferianto almost getting side by side with Asuka Shikinami. Shikinami gets some contact there with it's actually Bintang Arya. Yeah, Bintang Arya. Misspelled the yellow car there.
Yeah. It's all good though so far.
Because you're right. And Ken Liwang just finishing his second pit stop or the third pit stop. I don't quite remember.
And now going on board with Asuka here, entering the first corner. Let's see if she will able to claim back her position from Bintang Arya.
But actually, we got informed from our race director that the current championship point, Mada Andika is still in the third position. So this will be some great for him, even though he's not finishing. If he still managed to finish in the third position, that
is he third position? Oh, but let's see here, Renaldi Wijaya, Muhammad Bintang Arya, and Bismacur Budiman all in the same place with just 1 minute remaining.
And Bintang Arya has to drop down there and give him place to Renaldi Wijaya. Renaldi Wijaya now getting side by side. Oh, overtaking. Oh, got some context there. Some big context here. We got with only 1 minute left. Big context in the deck there too, I believe. Oh, and Shikinami gets thrown outside.
Ouch.
Oh, what happens here?
We did not expect that kind of maneuvers, but yeah.
So Renaldi is actually getting a kind of traffic jams.
Yes.
And Raki is spinning there, and then Renaldi
just got nowhere to go. Actually, but basically.
Yeah.
The car just got
glitch a bit. Yeah. Oh, Shikinami is just maybe she's not realizing that. Yeah, because the fact that Raki spin a bit, that maybe make Shikinami thinks that she got no one behind her, and then suddenly, all of a sudden, came out from nowhere that Renaldi Wijaya, very fast drivers, and they got nowhere to go. So that's definitely very unfortunate with only 3 seconds left in the race. And the leaders now, Marv Darukambi is already in the last lap. And if the conditions stay like this, and Renaldi Wijaya is actually in the 7th position.
Yeah.
So we don't know for sure. But after that accidents there,
Oh yeah, we also didn't know who got the fastest lap there.
And considering that the purple colors didn't show up, I think it's Marv or yeah, we don't know for sure.
Yeah, from the server, actually the fastest one is still Madandika, but then since Madandika just left the race, so
oh yeah, so we got no one.
Yeah.
But by the way, will be, I don't know for sure about the championship because technically Ronaldo Wijaya will have one more point.
Yes.
One more point from Marv Nukambi.
So if Ronaldo Wijaya got the fastest lap after Mada Andika's just DNF,
yeah, that will be amazing for him. And by the way, it's now Marv Nukambi closing into the finish line as the winner of the last round of the Challenger Grid JVSC Challenge 2022, the 5th round in Suzuka. Marv Nukambi came out as the winner, and I believe will be second in the drivers' standing, the drivers' championship. But we don't know for sure if there's any kind of any post stewarding. We're still waiting for that. And now Danindra Lazuardi claiming in the second position. And then we have Raffi Adisasmito is finally getting the podium in the last round of JVSC Challenge 2022. Haryo Amiluhur coming in close there in the 4th positions, and then Indra Ferianto, although getting a bit behind, is gonna finish in the 5th positions, I believe.
Okay, so we have.
So let's see the smile in Indra Ferianto's face. He's kind of happy there. I mean,
yeah, definitely happy, just finishing in the top 5 on this.
He's waving his hand at the camera. Hello, Indra Ferianto. So congrats on finishing in 5th.
So
and we got Ronaldo Wijaya is now in the 7th position. But wait, he's in the 6th position. Bismatver Budiman getting thrown in the 7th position. Ronaldo Wijaya is now in the 6th position.
Okay, that was interesting.
Oh,
so
is
now
this still going to be Ronaldo Wijaya champions? We don't know for sure.
So now Marv and Ronaldo Wijaya basically got the same point, 92 points.
The exact same? Or?
Yes, the exact same. But then this is going to be an interesting one. The incident there, we didn't know for sure whose fault was it.
Yeah.
So this is going to be maybe the win for Ronaldo Wijaya.
But then still, we still
didn't know because there's Ronaldo Wijaya involved in an incident.
And
we didn't know who will.
We will still wait for the post-match rewarding if there's. Henshik Inami there had to satisfy to finish in the 9th position.
Definitely a roller coaster ride for a 1 hour race.
But I think the incident report server will be full of messages after this race.
Yes,
that's my feelings.
Yes, definitely.
Because we do get a lot of big accidents. So, Marv 67 plus 25 points will be on 92 points.
Yes, 92.
And then we have Ronaldo Wijaya 78 points plus 15 points also.
78 plus 15.
It's actually 93.
Oh, so if he
doesn't get any kind of penalty,
it didn't get any penalty, and if the fastest lap goes into Ronaldo Wijaya after Mada Andika just left the race,
it's clear win. Yeah,
it will be a clear win for Ronaldo Wijaya.
Even though he's not getting any kind of fastest lap, he's actually get 93 points. So
you're correct.
It's 1 point difference between the first and second position, and that's going to be very, very interesting.
Okay, this is going to be very, very interesting there for the post race.
And definitely also very, very good race from Marv Nukambi, getting very, very consistent. And then Danindra Lazuardi, his second podium already. I don't know for sure. The last time in Spa, he's get the second position as well, or no, Danindra.
Danindra is on podium. I forgot how much.
So there you go, the winners of the 5th round and the final round of the JVSC Challenge 2022 final Challenger Grid. Woo! So this is actually some kind of unexpected.
Yep.
Because we had very, very big battles between Mada Andika and Ronaldo Wijaya in the first lap there, but then both of them make some kind of mistake. Even though it's very, very small, it's very, very affecting their championships. So we got Raffi Adisasmito, his first podium, if I'm not mistaken.
Very first podium in
finally gets the podium here in JVSC Challenge 2022 in the Challenger Grid in the round 5, and then we got Danindra Lazuardi in the second position, and followed
then
by
Dondo Kambi
yeah,
on the
Mark
first
Dondo Kambi.
position. Okay, we'll have all of them on the.
Hi guys, could you guys hear us?
Hello.
Hello everyone.
Right, so maybe we'll start from Raffi.
Raffi, yeah.
Raffi, could you hear us?
Indo or English, your call.
Yep, it's up to you.
Up to you.
Raffi. Hello, Raffi. Could you hear us?
This mic is muted.
Yeah, I think he's still in the muted now. So maybe we'll move on to here, first to
Danindra, maybe.
Yep.
Indo or English, your call. It was a great
Hello.
race. Go on, go on.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. First of all, I wanna thank God for making this possible, and then again, Omada, his input, he's my mentor, he's my coach. Because of his experience that he gives to me, I can learn so much thing from him that affect this tonight's race. At the beginning of the weekend, actually, I wasn't really confident with the car because Ferrari, as far as I know, is not very good at taking corners, and the circuit has so many corners that go right, left, and my strategy was only to go conservative. I brought so much fuel. I think it was about 90, and then put it on the last. I think it was the last 5 minutes to only refuel 1 liter, and then my struggle was also the tire wear because at some part at the 130R, that exact part is the part that really burnt my tire out. So I went really careful there. I took the brake, I lift off and everything, and very gutted for Rinaldi Wijaya and Omada for not fighting this championship on the top position 1, 2, and 3. But congrats to my teammate Marv. I think you will got this, but I don't know the math.
No idea.
Yeah, we'll figure out that later. And lastly, I want to thank Javasim for held this event. Very nice. ACC event. This is my first ACC event in my career, and yeah, I have good experience here and really looking forward to another event held by Jefferson. Thank you.
All right, so congrats. So, yeah, I actually just heard by now that it's your first ACC event, and considering this is your first event, it's very good result. I
very
believe.
amazing performance for first time.
Bunch of podiums you got there, so definitely amazing drive you got here, and especially today finishing in the second podium yet again. So congrats on that drive, amazing drive today.
Thank you.
Okay,
so
maybe we're back to Raffi first, yeah?
Yeah, Raffi, could you hear us?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, so
great race. Congratulations for the podium. You could do the interview in Indo or English, yeah, your call.
English, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. It was a fun race. Fun and to the championship. This is my first time joining a racing competition. It was fun. It's a pretty good result also. So yeah, thank you.
Okay, so congrats. So we got the first timer here.
Yes, many first timers here. So how was it on the first podium? Very excited?
Yeah, very. I'm speechless.
That's definitely amazing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, to see you finally here in the podium, it's amazing, and congrats once again.
Thank you.
Okay, so now let's move to the winners today. Omar, which is already got a bunch of podiums before this, but finally now is taking the first position. Yeah. So how was it?
First thing first, I want to thank God. Thank for everything in my life so far, and also to Omada, because like Kaninda, he is also my mentor or our mentor for the for the whole team. So it was actually really unexpected because my target for this race after the crash at Spa is just start to get the podium, because I know my pace isn't as good as Renaldi and Omada, but I really don't know what happened to Renaldi. I guess he hit the wall before the chicane, the last chicane, and Omada. I also feel a bit strange when I saw Omada went wide after the hairpin. So I just try to be as consistent as possible. And I didn't really push in the inter race, because this is really hard track on the tires. I still have no idea about the outcome of the championship. I guess Renaldi got it.
Okay, so
it is looking at the position currently at the moment. Renaldi Wijaya is ahead for 1 point.
So it's actually to spoil give you some spoiler actually. In the current position, Renaldi is actually going to lead in the like what you already said, lead in the first position with
just 1 point,
93 points. Yeah, and you will follow in the second with 92 points. But then we also got some accidents involving
Renaldi also, but we didn't know for sure.
So we still definitely needs to wait for the stewards to do their jobs.
Yes.
And so there's still maybe a position change could happen actually.
Yeah, definitely.
I already calculate the standings, but it's not in my hands. But it's not in my hands, because I have no idea what happened in the race. It just feels really strange.
So definitely we still need to wait for the final results.
Yes.
But then also congrats, what a drive today. So after Renaldi and Mada Andika is getting thrown out to the back of the grid, you actually leading by quite big gaps there. So definitely great drive today. And if you're wondering what happens to Renaldi and Omada, Renaldi is actually getting spun out in the 130R.
Yeah, after 130R.
Yeah, and then Omada is actually the first hit. He actually
he accidentally pressed the rear view button, and then the game just decided not to go back into the cockpit view. So that's why he just goes right straight into the wall.
I see.
It's just very unfortunate for both of them, but
it's very sad for them.
All right,
but I guess Renaldi got it.
Yeah, but we're still gonna wait for the
official result.
So overall, very great drive from all of you guys today. So congrats once again, and thank you for joining us in the Java Sim Challenge 2022. So maybe we're gonna see you again in the first one.
Definitely.
We will see them again for the championship result. Definitely. And then in the next challenge, maybe we'll see you guys again. So thank you guys.
Thanks, Java Sim. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
And congrats once again. Okay, so Gigi, what a roller coaster ride
definitely
that we got today. Oh my goodness, this is definitely the most exciting race that I've got so far, the final race, and we got a lot of accidents. Very bad luck that that happens to Renaldi and Mada Andika today. But still,
this is way much more interesting than Mount Panorama.
Yeah, because there is actually very there's a lot of things happens, and we also lost track of some things that not getting show in the camera. So because there's so much thing happens at once.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess
that's it for today.
But I think the top 3 will still be between Marv, Renaldi, and Omada.
Or maybe Haryame Luhur.
So there's still a lot of possibilities.
Yes.
So make sure you guys keep an eye on our Instagram account on javasim.id. Yep. And also for the highlight, and also we'll have some kind of special videos to wrap the Java Sim Challenge 2022. So be sure to also check our YouTube channels on JVSC Esport.
Yep.
Okay, so thank you guys. That's the final race of the Challenger Grid in the JVSC Challenge 2022, and we still have in the Sunday we still have the 5-round race for the faster grid, which will be the last for the faster grid, and also for the super grid. But for the super grid, because back in the Spa we have a trouble with Kunos server. So basically, the whole multiplayer in
session is just unreachable.
In the all multiplayer session in the was unreachable at that time. So we have the 4th round of the super grid is still postponed.
Yep.
So we still have one faster grid race to
one
go.
faster grid, and two super grid.
Super grid battle. So we'll definitely looking forward to it, because already see the Challenger has give us a lot of shows, a lot of dramas, a lot of actions today, and definitely very, very thrilling, and very, very happy to see the race. It's just gorgeous to see. Okay, so I think that'll wrap it up, Gigi. And thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
And also thank you guys for watch the stream, and see you guys in the next round. Thank you.